Okay. The Properties of Water by Chandler Jenkins, third period science. Universal solvent. What is solvent? A solvent is a liquid that dissolves material added to it. Why is water called a universal solvent? Water is called universal solvent because it can dissolve more materials than any other liquid. What is solute? A solute is a material that gets dissolved in the solvent. It is minor component in a solution. Which type of molecules, polar or nonpolar, dissolve in water? Polar molecules dissolve in water because water is polar. Are materials that dissolve in water hydrophobic or hydrophilic? A material that dissolves in water is hydrophilic. Polarity. What is meant by polarity? Polarity is having separate poles in your molecule. One pole is positive and the other pole is negative. Which end of the water molecule attracts most of the electrons and acts negative? The end of the water molecule which attracts most of the electrons and acts negative is the oxygen atom. Which end acts positive? The hydrogen atoms act positive. How do water molecules act like little magnets? The reason why water molecules are like magnets is because the two hydrogen atoms are attracted to the oxygen atom. Cohesion. What is cohesion? Cohesion is when the particles of the same substance stick together. Cohesion produces surface tension as the water molecules hold tightly together. How do living things like insects use surface tension? Living things like the water glider insect use surface tension to walk on water. Because water has cohesion and surface tension, the water molecules stick together when the insect touches the molecules and doesn't let the insect into the water to get wet. Adhesion. Adhesion. Define adhesion. Adhesion is the act of adhering or sticking to a surface or object. Adhesion produces an effect called capillary action when you place a straw in a liquid. Explain how adhesion and cohesion helps plants move materials. Adhesion and cohesion help plants move materials because inside plants, water holds materials. That the water with all the materials move up the plant stem using adhesion to stick to the plant stem walls. The water moves throughout the plant without leaving any behind using cohesion. So this is the image. Wow. Capillary action. These are the capillary action illustration. Here's one of them. Here's the other one. And here's the next one. And 3 examples of capillary action. Capillary action is is water moved through test tubes, through a plant stem, and out a straw without people sucking out the water. How does calorie action of water mimic capillary refill in the body? Calorie action is the ability of water to go through narrow places without help. Calorie action mimics calorie refill in the body because the blood has to move through the veins and arteries to get blood back to an area. Surface tension. This is the illustration. Discuss how surface tension allows for the Jesus Christ lizard to walk on water. Surface lets the lizard walk on water because at the surface, all the water molecules are sticking together and not letting the lizard in. Describe what other types of things may happen as a result of surface tension. Other things that can happen because of surface tension are cohesion of the liquid molecules, and surface allows things like rock skipping to happen. Buoyancy. Buoyancy is the ability to float in water. This is the illustration right here. And what I said. Define Archimedes' principle and how it aids in how large boats float. Archimedes' principle is saying that when something is in fluid, it can be fully underwater or not fully underwater, but the upper buoyant force pushing upward on the object is equal to the weight of water that the object displaces or moves. This causes the object to flow. This works for small things and big things like large boats, helping them float. Buoyant forces oppose gravity because gravity points downward and buoyant forces point upward. That's how buoyant forces oppose gravity. Density. Find a means for demonstrating density. Density is the measure of how much matter is in a particular object in space. Write the density equation. Discuss the broken heart. Density is mass divided volume. D equals M divided V, which is mass and volume. This is like a broken heart because the M is the top of the heart and the V is the bottom of the heart. But the heart is broken because there are division line in between the M, the top, and the V, the bottom. Illustrate the density of water. Discuss why ice floats in water. Ice floats in water because solid ice is less dense than the liquid water. The picture on the right shows this. This is the picture. On this side, right here, the right. Well, in the video it's the right, but the left is hydrogen bonds are stable, and on the right, it's constantly breaking and reforming on liquid water. Discuss why things float, sink in water. Things float in water because they are less dense. Things sink in water because they are more dense. Specific heat. Find a means for demonstrating density. What it has. One thing. Discuss why water needs to have such a high specific heat. Water has to have a high specific heat because it maintains parts of the world. Water has to stay stable and keep a similar temperature no matter what. It cannot change temperature too easily because if it does, it will change the environment that is around it. Water has important jobs like maintaining the temperature is beach cities. It cannot do this if the temperature is changing a whole bunch. Water molecules differ based on its state. So, right here, in a solid water molecule are organized and have medium space. In a liquid water, molecules are congested and not organized. And gas molecules are moving, not organized, and have lots of space. Conclusion. Chandler Jenkins, period 3, Science, Thursday, August 24th.